Like it's great, but I mean, but Maverick just came out, and we did a retrospective review of Top Gun. Came out in 1985.
86.
85, 86. One IDBM says 85, another one said 86. So
it is 86.
Okay, well, another movie that came out the same year, Iron Eagle.
Can't talk about Top Gun if you're not going to talk about the B version of Top Gun.
Well, you know what? At the time, it was as campy as you can get. Starring Lou Gossett Jr. A pilot gets shot down and captured, and his son launches a rescue mission. Not the military, not anybody. They steal jets.
Because he's the only one with the goal to do it, Don.
To save his father.
Well, the Eagles are this little club of all the children of the officers on the base.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? So they have
all their connections.
Inside access to all this stuff. And so they're like brainiacs and they're sneaky and they can get all the equipment.
They've also been in the simulators.
Hey, listen, for back in 1986, it was a fairly decent concept.
Well, the concept was fine. Like this is 30 years ago. So, and you know, Lou Gossett Jr. is the Samuel L. Jackson of his era at the time. He was in Officer and a Gentleman. He was the go-to guy.
I remember seeing him for the first time in this. First, when I saw this, I said, "Oh." The kid's name was Doug Majors, you said?
Yeah, Doug Majors.
Okay, well, he had starred in The Heavenly Kid the year before, which was one of my favorite movies at the time. And I said, oh, yeah, he's in this, and he's looking buff. And then I said, okay, but the movie it's all right. And then Lou Gossett Jr. comes on the screen, and I was just, oh, my God. Like, that was my Denzel. Like, or, like, you know the side characters, like Tom Skerritt in Top Gun, or Michael Ironside, they have this presence on the screen. He did it for me.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, he's the go-to.
Well, he had that tough, rough, coach.
Yeah, and then he started, like, he had that tough thing, but then
he did the little dance.
He did the dance, which was kind of funny and fun, and so, oh yeah, this guy's my hero.
Think with that music
on. Now, what wasn't
Paul liked watching him dance.
Yeah. Now, what wasn't the hero of this was the special effects.
No, but they didn't either. I assume they didn't have Top Gun budget either.
I don't know, but I mean, after watching Top Gun again and then watching this, there's not a single shot of a plane blowing up that's not just a model sitting there going boom.
What was funny to me
nothing
is that
flying, nothing.
Not only did you see him press the button and the missile leave the ship, but it was like a nanosecond later you saw the explosion. There wasn't the missile going and hitting the ship. And he did a lot of machine gunning, and that machine gun made everything explode.
Yeah. Boom.
The tower explodes. The tent explodes. The duck explodes.
You start wondering, why do they use missiles at all?
There was one scene. There are lots of explosions. There was one scene where this antenna falls on a tent and it explodes.
Everything explodes in war. Don't you know that?
Yeah.
So as far as visually is concerned, it was nowhere near Top Gun. But you know what? As a teenager and a kid going to see this movie, man, this was a fun story.
Yes.
You know,
I wish. Okay,
I'm gonna save my dad.
And the Eagles were like the Goonies, right? The club for kids, and you got into that.
But back when this came out, you're like, oh, Doug's putting on the music. He's gonna start going. But rewatching it, he's listening to like Gypsy Road or something like that.
Yeah, but it was still rock.
And I'm thinking back at like if they would have used like Who Made Who from AC/DC or something like that, that could have like elevated this.
I think there was an AC/DC song in there.
I didn't hear it,
but it was really cool because it wasn't just a Walkman. It was a Walkman he's stuck onto
Strapped
his
to
leg,
his leg.
plugged into the console.
Yeah. And I kept thinking he needs to hear this, and he's always getting in trouble for other pilots that they can hear it on the radios and everything. Why isn't he just using headphones? Like, I don't know.
Maybe because
he patches it
the
into
missile
the
warning that you're being locked on. You need to hear that as well.
At the time, the American Armed Forces were going on this big recruiting spree, and that's why Top Gun. You had a really cool movie on the aircraft carriers, and then you had this movie, which was the same, but it targeted a younger audience.
Much younger.
So they got the kids. They got the kids early for when they're graduating school, and then they'll go into the armed forces. And it worked because I wanted to be a soldier, and it was probably after I watched this movie.
Yeah, but unfortunately, puberty wasn't kind to you.
Yeah, and also unfortunately, they came out with Iron Eagle 2, Iron Eagle 3, and Iron Eagle 4.
I haven't seen any of those.
And I tried to watch Iron Eagle 2 last night, and I got 18 minutes into it, and I had to turn it off because it was so bad.
Was Lou Gossett Jr. in it?
He is.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He is. And he's still the best part of it, but I mean, it's a whole new cast. The kid is dead now. It's
the kid is dead?
Yeah, they kill him in the first. They killed him in the first 4 minutes of the movie.
Wow.
He's a fighter pilot. He gets shot down by a Russian MiG, and then they have Russians and Americans going off on this one mission. And of course, the pilot from the MiG who shot him down is one of the pilots from the Russians series.
What?
Yeah, they join forces. It's a combined armed operation.
The Russian pilot that shot down Doug is in the squad that you're following now. In part 2.
And Doug's best friend is also on the mission, and so is Lou Gossett Jr. now, but he doesn't react, and it's terrible.
I wonder how much he got paid to be killed off in the first 4 minutes.
And he got not like he missed his missile.
He didn't have his music playing.
He was bad. He wasn't a good pilot.
Wasn't a good pilot. It wasn't good at all.
But I thought this was it was not a great movie.
No.
But when I was a kid...
But it struck a chord, right?
When I was a kid, it was an awesome movie.
There's a lot of movies out there that are not good movies that you have fond memories for them. And Iron Eagle
it's probably one of them.
Is definitely one of them. But don't watch it again.
Well, in fact, I think on Cobra Kai, Johnny is always watching Iron Eagle on his TV at home. Yeah.
No, I didn't have a problem watching this. It wasn't great, but I still kind of enjoyed it. Even now.
Yeah, but I think that might have been our nostalgia enjoying it as much. If somebody had never seen this before, probably would not enjoy the movie.
Probably would turn it off.
No, my son would murder me if I made him watch this.
Yeah, so Iron Eagle, same year as Top Gun, completely different in its appeal. And it doesn't hold up nearly as well as the original Top Gun movie does.
I wonder if they'll reboot it now.
Well, they made 3.
Yeah, but I
more.
wonder if they'll reboot, not sequel, reboot.
Well, and I don't think so. But hey, if you like that old movie, those are kind of old movies, nostalgia, check out Iron Eagle with Lou Gossett Jr. It's great, but I mean, but